Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Pheonix here, and welcome back to another video. Before we get started and have a wonderful adventure together, please don't forget to hit that bell to be notified every time we upload, and please give the video a like. Please, thank you. And without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty, so today we're doing something a little bit different. I don't know if you know, but if you have seen my older videos, you knew that I created a video saying what to do in your survival world. And it actually got quite a bit of views, surprisingly. So today we're going to do a video sort of like that. Today, I'm going to help you figure out how to start and plan your next survival world or server. If you're like me, then figuring out what to do in your world is super duper hard. Like, really hard sometimes. And I'm going to help give you a few tips and tricks to help maybe ease your mind block and build block when it comes to that. So first things first, I'm going to show you what I have been doing. I'm on a server called TulipSurvival. I will put the IP address in the description down below. But on this beautiful server, I have created, or started to create, a little bitty home of my own, little village. And to be quite honest, it took a lot of work. It took a lot of work. It really did. First things first, to help get you started. When I first joined the world, I had no idea what I wanted to do, but I gave myself lore. So my character in this termed survival is like a retired warrior. She doesn't want to fight anymore. She just wants to take some time to chill and be herself. So that is the reasoning for this build. My theme is more cottagecore because cottagecore is very serene and cozy and simple. And then you have a sword in the fountain, which kind of represents the warrior days. So knowing that I wanted to be a sort of typed retired warrior, I put into the idea of something cozy and simple, which gave me the cottagecore idea. But now, all I had to do was figure out where I wanted to build. If you're like me, wandering around is not your favorite pastime to do in Minecraft to figure out where to live, but it's necessary if you want to make your space and your time in the world enjoyable. So first thing I did is I found a good piece of land that was pretty much flat. As you can tell, there is a few hills over this way and that way, but there was a big enough area that was flat where I could work with it. I started with making my main house. Now, I don't suggest making a huge house when you first start out because, let me just tell you, it is a pain in the butt to gather all those materials. It does help being on a server when it comes to material finding. But I started with this house here. This was my center point, in a sense. So I knew that I wanted this to be the theme of what I was going for the rest of my builds. If you can't tell, these two builds kind of resemble this build right here, in terms of color and like roof design, things like that. But I wanted to fit the layout. So after I built the house, I wanted to have a middle point. So something everything could connect to once I was done. It makes it easier when you want to build paths or trees or gardens or things like that. So what I did was I found kind of a center point of the area that was between that water over there and my house, which is where the fountain is right here. Right here was my middle point. So every time I would want to build something new, I would have scaffolding and build it up all the way to the middle point and look around. I was able to get a good view and started to be able to place builds where I wanted it to go. It's pretty simple. I know it may sound a little bit confusing, but I promise I'll help you out. So after I figured out the middle point, I wanted to figure out some planning. And what I do in every single Minecraft world is get a book. It honestly is really quite helpful when creating. So whenever I have the world, I take a book and quote, and I make it myself a to-do list. And I go through and I write everything down I kind of want to accomplish in my world or survival server that I end up on. As you can see, in my book, I started out with the basics, so things I knew I wanted to immediately start and build at the beginning of the creation of the world. I have the house, storage room, fountain, and extra house done. The fountain I knew I wanted to build because it was my center point, but it's really helpful just to build a little image in your mind of what you want. It's really helpful when you find your plot, you build your first home, and start making out a list of things you know you want to build. Because then from there, you can easily create imagination of what you want. That was was really bad, sorry. But be imaginative. I go really all out when it comes to imagination, if you could not tell already by some builds. But yeah, I love to plan ahead, and it's really therapeutic. Here's a little bit of an example. So I knew that I wanted some of the more useful builds right next to me. So of course the fountain's in the middle, my main house, but I wanted a couple things to surround it. My storage house is over here. I knew if I wanted that, I wanted it to be close to my home. No one likes to take a long trek and hike to get to their storage place. That's just a lot of pain. So I knew I wanted to build it close. So this area actually had a lot of trees and was pretty hilly, so I actually had to fill a lot in. If you can't tell by some of the uneven landing, but I try to make it look natural. I added some trees and made it kind of look like this house, and it actually ended up like quite a bit of home. Next things next, I knew I wanted an extra house. Because if you have friends coming onto your world or your server that you're playing on that you really enjoy, if they're just starting out, sometimes you want to help them. So building an extra house is a really nice way that you can actually like have some company. Because let me tell you, playing Minecraft by yourself can sometimes get very lonely. So I knew I wanted the house to be kind of close to mine since they were going to be guests. And guests need things. They need access to a storage room if you give it to them. They need access to your house in case you may have extra beds or food lying around. And so that's what I did. Boop, boop, boop. 3 main builds in the area that's surrounding the center point of my little area. My home sweet home. As you can see, I am starting on another project. This is going to be the enchantment room. It's a work in progress, like I said. But keeping in mind how to plan it out. So like I said, you have a basically flat plane. Now you don't have to have it flat. If you like hills and you want to build stuff into mountains, go right ahead. Honestly, I loved this area because it was flat, but then had a couple hills. And in my idea, I was going to build a little farm area right over there. You know, it just be simple and easy sometimes. The mountain was a little bit difficult to kind of terraform and do things with, but I'm making it work, y'all. Sometimes you just have to. Oh, and if you're wondering how I'm flying, vote fly. I vote and I can get fly. So no, I'm not hacking. But yeah. So planning things out, you obviously need to get a high point of view. I built really high up when I was going here so I could look around and see all my potential spaces. Like right now, I can look over here and see I have a nice little space right here. I could think in my head maybe what I want to do. Close to the water, I have axolotls, so I could add an axolotl sanctuary, and it'd be fine. Over here is a more of a hillier space, probably another space I end up be having to terraform. But I was thinking maybe a barn space. I mean, if you have animals and things like that, you kind of want them around your normal base. That way you have easy access to eggs or meat or, well, whatever you technically need to survive in a Minecraft world. Though right now I'm living off baked potatoes. Which reminds me, I do need to build a farm at some point, which is that little sign over there. But yeah, so you can always get a good vantage point of high places, and it helps you really get a view on what you want to build and kind of helps you imagine it. As you can see in my book, I have quite a lot of things I need to build, or want to build. And of course, sometimes it takes a long time. And if you're like me, I don't always have enough time to go on a server and plan out everything. But like I said, this is my therapy. Minecraft is my therapy. So I do what is best to make myself happy. Oh, excuse me. 1 second as I deal with these guys. Okay, well, so much for taking care of these guys. Sky demons. Seriously, sky demons. Hate those things. Sorry, Josh, if you need to edit that out. Everyone, please give this video a like for my beautiful editor, Josh. He's so nice. Please. He needs some love. He really does do a good job. Thank you, Josh! But, as I was saying, yes, sometimes you need vantage points to be able to figure out where you want to build. And that's totally A-okay. And like I said, lore helps. I mean, I'm going for the more kind of like retired warrior type of lore, but you can do whatever you want. all over the place. Do what makes you happy. I mean, anything you kind of feel in the vibe. I know for me, I do a lot more of the like aesthetic-y type builds. More aesthetic builds. It's easier for me to do, I feel like, because it makes me happy. I mean, I have done medieval before, but oh well, who's calculating how many things I built? But anyway, yeah, so it's pretty simple just to make your own little haven, safe place, where you want to go to just chill, relax, mine, whatever you want to do. I hope these pointers really did help you. I know they help me whenever I start planning out a new thing, and honestly, I wish someone would have helped me out sooner. If you do want more stuff like this to maybe learn how to build things or get an aesthetic vibe that you want, please comment down below. I really hope you guys do enjoy. I'm so sorry that it's been such a long time since I've uploaded. Things have been hectic. Hectic. Come on, guys. Life is crazy. But yeah, I'm just hoping to maybe record more videos here soon. Maybe get some Roblox here if you guys want. I heard Rainbow Friends is a really fun game, and I really want to play it. So if you guys want to see me do that, or maybe some more scary and spooky Roblox games, please let me know. Spooky season is right around the corner, so if you do want to see some spooks and scares, I know how to speak. Spooks and scares, please let me know. I would absolutely love to do some fun videos for you guys coming up, and I hope you guys did enjoy it. Please don't forget, before you leave, to hit that subscribe button, because it would really help if we could get this channel higher. 121 subs is awesome, but we would love it if you gave us a little bit more love. Thank you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful start of your spooky season. And that'll be it for the video. So goodbye.